Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video. Want to go over two awesome freebies that are available over at the Epic Game Store. Kind of interesting freebie they're offering next week. They're actually not telling you. It's a mystery game, so I'm assuming it's going to be pretty good because of all the stylization they're using. But nevertheless, we'll talk about the two freebies available right now. Also, a freebie over on Gala, typically a $10 Steam game. We'll go over that. Squad is seeing a free-to-play weekend, and if you want Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, Battle.net is actually running a little bit of a discount on that. We'll talk that at the end of this video. First of all, Pillars of Eternity and Tyranny are the freebies over at the Epic Game Store right now. Two very, very good freebies. Pillars of Eternity in particular, you get the definitive edition with some additional content, and that is a fantastic game. That's a game that I've been touting for quite a while. Fantastic title made by Obsidian. I personally liked PoE 1 probably a little bit more than PoE 2. Some people like Pillars of Eternity 2. I think the majority like Pillars of Eternity 1 a little bit more, but definitely check it out. It's a game you can sink a lot of time into. It's a game with a lot of replayability, and given the fact that it's free over on the Epic Game Store, you got no excuse not to try it out. The other title, Tyranny Gold Edition, I'm not as high on it as I am on Pillars of Eternity. Tyranny, for the time that I spent with it, I mean, I didn't hate it, but definitely didn't resonate with me as much as Pillars of Eternity. What's interesting is the Steam reception for both titles are identical, so take that for what you will. They're both free. Try them both out. They're both probably titles that you're going to enjoy, and if not, they're both solid games to have in your library, given that they're typically relatively expensive. So these are two of the better free offerings that Epic Game Store has had in quite a while, and definitely two titles that you can sink a lot of time into if you're not sinking a lot of time into Cyberpunk right now. Also, Soulless Ray of Hope is free over on Gala. Now, this is DRM free. This is a game that is $9.99 over on Steam, and it's actually one of the better Gala freebies that I've seen in quite a while, at least me looking at the game and assessing the images and the trailer. I haven't played it myself, but it notes it's a 2D side-scrolling puzzle platformer set out on your adventure to save your childhood friend by traveling through a colorful world using mechanics and items to complete both relaxing and rushed puzzles. How far would you go to save a friend? The game has a mostly positive reception, 173 reviews, 72% of those reviews are positive, typically $10, but you can get it free over on Gala, so check that out. Probably something that, might be worth downloading. I don't have time right now to really sink into it, because, Cyberpunk just came out, but yeah, wanted to give a mention to that. Okay, also, moving on over to Steam, Squad is enjoying a free-to-play weekend. This is a realistic first-person shooter. A lot of you guys probably know about it. Grandiose battles in this one, probably a title that you want to play with a couple of friends, but this has been received very well since its release back a while ago. It was in early access for a long time. Very positive reception across near 51,000 reviews, 89% positive in recent reviews, 4,982 reviews, and 96% of those reviews are positive. So I would recommend you to jump into the game with a few friends. You can all download it for free over the weekend. You've got a few days to try it out, and if you do end up enjoying it, you can end up buying the game 25% off for $37.49. Still a pricey title, but typically it goes for $50, so $37.49 is a little bit better. If you are not a fan of the realistic FPS take, well, maybe you want Call of Duty instead. Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War is discounted over on Battle.net. It is 33% off for $40. Ultimate Edition is 22% off for $70. A lot of people consider this to be one of the weakest Call of Duty games in terms of its multiplayer, but the campaign is really good. I even enjoyed the multiplayer. I know most people are not that fond of it, but I had fun with the multiplayer. I'm not playing it as much right now, but when it came out, I was pretty into it. I have it on PlayStation 5 as well, and I played it quite a bit on there. I know you can link your PS5 and Battle.net account. I just didn't even bother doing that. But yeah, I had fun with it on PC as well. Played it quite a bit for the first 2 or 3 weeks that it was out, and then other stuff came out and kind of got sidetracked with other games and things of that nature. But campaign is good. Multiplayer, I had fun with it. Most people don't really like it, comparatively speaking, to the older titles, so take that for what you will. $40, however, decent discount on a game that's relatively recent, and Call of Duty games aren't known to go on sale all the time, so that's pretty good. And that's going to conclude this video. Again, get PoE, Pillars of Eternity Definitive Edition. I know PoE can also be Path of Exile, but get Pillars of Eternity Definitive Edition free over on Epic Game Store, as well as Tyranny. And then the next game, I should talk about this real quick. It's a mystery game that Epic Games just has it stylized like it's a Christmas present or a present or something. Hopefully it's pretty good, so we'll know what that is in just a week. So check out Pillars of Eternity and Tyranny. Soulless Ray of Hope is free over on Indie Gala, and Squad is free to play for the weekend on Steam, and Black Ops Cold War $40 over on battle.net. That's going to conclude this video. If you guys have a request for a future video, you can leave that in the comments section down below, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.